We're here in Quebec City, conclusion of Stage 4 of the Tour de Beauce, talking with Ben Perry from Team Silber, who has just finished third in the Quebec stage. Ben, a lot of attacks early on there trying to get a break established. Tell us what was happening in the race.
Yeah, there's a lot of attacks, you're right, a lot of attacks early on, and at one point a large group formed up front, and I found myself and Matteo were in it. I sat on a group of guys that went across to Matteo, and it ballooned pretty quickly. And Gord wanted us to sit on, obviously, because a lot of GC guys were there except for Ryan. So we kind of waited, and Mikhail Raim, the winner, attacked just as the peloton was coming back. And I knew at that point I'd have a free card to play again because Ryan was back on even keel with the other GC riders. So I looked for a counter to go, and Angus Morton went, and I followed him. And soon Pierre bridged across, and then David Boily. And then the five of us just found our rhythm, and we made it to the end.
Yeah, and for a while there, it was up to almost a minute, and Hincapie wasn't really being able to shut it down, so it looked like you guys were really going to get away.
Yeah, we could never see them behind, and Gord and all the directors were giving us cues on what the gap was, and David wasn't pulling very much. He said he was suffering and kind of came through every so often, but Angus Morton had a pretty good motivation to get a gap, so he kept working hard. Pierre had a good sprint, Raim had a good sprint. I was feeling all right, so we all just kept rolling through, and we kept our cohesion really well, and there wasn't even any attacks in the last couple laps. I think we were all, Morton just wanted the time to stay together, and the other three of us wanted to sprint, and David just was chipping in where he could.
So tell us about, you come out of the last corner and you've got that roughly 300 meters slight uphill to the finish. How did it go?
Yeah, my confidence was all over the place in the race. I was on the fence about my sprint, and I haven't been feeling too good recently, so I tried to get myself behind Raim and Pierre because I could see that the Cycling Academy director was communicating to Raim that Pierre was the best sprinter and for him to watch Pierre. So I was hoping I could go in behind both of them and start the sprint with 300 to go, and maybe Raim would look at Pierre and Pierre would look at Raim, and they'd give me a decent amount of bike lengths. But Morton did a pretty big surge with about a K to go, and I was the closest one there, and everyone kind of sat up, and I couldn't bluff well enough, and I kind of just got on, and I tried my tactic from the front, but they followed me. My attack wasn't sharp enough, so that's the way she goes. They both came around me, and I finished third.
So tell me about, you've got Ryan sitting, I believe, 6th overall, and tomorrow, hard stage, which is blowing up the race before, so I assume you guys are planning on being pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's a really good stage for our team, and Ryan's gap is pretty large, but we hope we can play off of other teams attacking, Hugo attacking, Greg Daniel attacking, and maybe Ryan can bump up a few spots, and hopefully we can get a stage win like we did there last year.
Well, again, congratulations on getting the podium. Is this your first podium at Beauce?
No, I won tomorrow's stage. 364 days ago, I won a stage at Beauce.
That's right, my apologies. So you know well what the stage is like tomorrow.
Yeah, no, it's I know they moved the finish, and I know Ryan's done well there in the past, and I've only done it once, but it went pretty well, and I'm really hoping we can be aggressive and just get a stage win at the very least. Hopefully move Ryan up.
Okay, I'll let you go and rest.
Thanks, Rob.